Look, busting out the matrix. I'm gonna have to start busting out the matrix with what's birthed through my absence, you guys, is amazing. A product that will bless you. That will bless you. And that's what this is. I'm just so grateful that I was like taking the time to just heal and to just be free, right? And what I want to talk about today, I want to talk to you guys, right? I really need to talk to you guys because there's a lot of us out here who are performing for approval, seeking external validation, right? And I know this because that was me, because I thought that was the way to get people to stay in my life. Like, if I give you the best of me, if I pour out all of this love I have for you right here and right now, then I will have you in my life because I want people in my life. I want you to be in my life. I want you to feel God and feel God's presence. So that will always lead to destruction, okay? Overgiving, performing for what? I had to pour into my own self. I had to get my health right. I had to get my mind right, because what happens is you begin to rely on people's opinions or what people have to say as validation that I'm moving in the right direction, when all I had to do was me move in the right direction that I know, and affirm my own self that I'm doing all that it is that I need to do, everything that it takes, I'm doing it. I don't need to overgive myself to anybody. I don't need to prove to anyone who I am, because I know who I am. And the moment you stop performing is the moment that you exude this radiance and this confidence, and things and opportunities start pouring into you, because what's happening is now you are in alignment. It's out of alignment to move in a way for approval of others. That is completely out of alignment, because if you are truly moving with spirit, you are moving with a calling, and you're moving the way you need to be moving, right? The world is not going to approve of that. A lot of people aren't going to approve of it. You'll hear so much negativity on your journey when you're starting and you're sharing all these things and you're giving to these people and family, and you're like, here's my light all to the world. And our light, don't get me wrong, our light is to shine to the world. Our light is for that. That's literally why we're here, to shine our light. But I believe there's a difference in like continuously pouring out into people who like are going to be like vampires that see your light, and they will suck you dry, right? So God began to move me into a place of solitude. And what happens is there's things that are lined up that will teach you, God Spirit is going to line things up contractually, so that you will learn, you will continue to make these same mistakes until you actually learn the lesson that the Most High is trying to show you. Because we're in our own way. You're in your own way, right? But it's so simple, quick mindset shift to be like, all of this extraness that I'm trying to pour out, none of y'all, nobody matters. Not to say your family don't matter, your friends don't matter, and all this other stuff. But most likely, if you are moving in a performance-based energy, you're performing for these people, you're performing and you haven't found that peace within, a lot of the people around you ain't really for you, for real. I'm just gonna crack it open. I'm just gonna crack it open and let you know that most of the time, whoever you're surrounded with, if you haven't done your work and you're still seeking outside approval, a lot of those people are dependent on your energy. Who said that? They're dependent on what you're giving them because you don't even value your own self enough. How is another person gonna value you doing everything on empty for them if they are completely done? They're like so in the matrix. A lot of these people are so done. A lot of your family members are so done. Friends done. Every your work people done. They're so gone through, up out of here. This video is for a select few, okay? The chosen few. There's not a lot of us. This road is narrow. There's a select chosen few, and there's not many of us. So I'm just letting you know. People, even when you're running on empty and you are overgiving and you're overextending too much of your light, people are going to suck that out and you expect them to appreciate you, but they're not going to appreciate that until it's gone, because number one, they'll miss that feeling, that covering, that spiritual covering and protection that you gave to them when you were in their presence. Even though you were in a dark place and you were in the depths of your living in the muck and the pit, right? Living in fear and living in the whatever, God still had your back. You still had a high level of frequency because God will never leave us or forsake us. He's with us in the depths of Sheol. That's actually a verse. He's with us when we are in the deep, darkest nights. The Most High will be there for us and give us that certain level of frequency vibration. And still, none of that's done in vain. It's not done in vain. You gonna feel it in your body, though. Once you've moved out and you've left all those things behind and those people, because you said, I know I have to heal. I gotta stop over giving. I gotta know my worth. I gotta value myself, because I gotta pour everything I'm giving to these people because I want them to be free, because I want them to be around, and I want friends, and the right people will come at the right time. When you've elevated your frequency and you've started taking care of yourself, you don't ever, never have to worry about friends. Because let me tell you something. Once you've done that, you'll realize there's nothing better than your solitude. There's nothing better than being cultivated in God's presence. Because then now when you go out into the world, you will bring, people will come to you. Your tribe will come to you. But you must be healed in your highest, that vibration. I'm not going to say your highest self, because we go from glory to glory, but at least you now are not performing anymore. Like, stop the performance. Stop all that. I'm gonna come over there, slap you. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna have to slap you, because honestly, you are too amazing. I'm gonna say this one more time. You are too amazing, right? To not take all of that energy you're trying to pour out and give it back to you. Yes, they gonna be mad. Yes, they gonna wonder, where are you going? They gonna miss you, honey. They gonna be calling you. They gonna, especially the man folks and when my woman folks, when you come out of it and you come out of the man folks, they gonna be calling you. They're gonna be like, where you at? I miss you. Booty call, all this other stuff. But I am focused and I don't entertain distractions. I was built to carry legacy, not pettiness. So when people come back and they start, there is this thing that comes with choosing the path less traveled, where you are starting to deal with the people that that you did have around you at one point. Now you're changing, and you're starting, your discernment is opening, your eyes now opened, and now you can see certain things. You're moving differently. They notice that change in frequency, and you're gonna start getting into disagreements with folks, friends that you was friends with for the longest. You gonna get into disagreements. They gonna wonder where you, people just gonna start feeling whatever. But you know what? That has nothing to do with you. What your friends got to say about your journey have nothing to do with you. What your family has to say, when it's opposing and you know you're doing something, that's how you, let me tell you something, you know you're on the right track. When you know you're making decisions that are good for you and your health, your mind, your sanity, your spirituality, and people have all these things to say, but you look at their life and you're like, is that the life that I want? Are they living a life? They may have money, they may have cars, they may have this and that, but when you look at their life, are they peaceful? Do they have this energy about them? Is that something that, is there spiritual protectiveness around them? Because there's a whole nother realm that, listen, log and clock off. If you don't believe in none of this, bye. This ain't for you. This message is not for you. This is for the people who know what's up, what's really going on out here in these streets. If you know that the spirit realm is the first real world. Okay? The spirit realm is the first real world. Everything else is thereafter. Because this bottle of water, they said we need something that is going to hold a half a gallon of water. What are we gonna do? In the mind, they came up with what is this? Whatever it's called, the material and the straw and the rubber and the colors, and they said, that's in here now. Boom! Now look at it in real life. This had to be created in a place that was unseen first. Everything around you is created in an unseen place. I'm just gonna say that the spirit realm is the first real realm. When you catch a person, you see and you feel that energy, that energy speaks for a person first, which means there's this field around us. There's a field around us that pulls in, draws out, and this leads me back to say, when you're performing and you're doing all this extra stuff for other people and you're not pouring back into yourself, but you're pouring out, you're depleting your energetic field. And now what's happening is there's blocks, health blocks, got health stuff going on, financial blocks, all these blocks coming in, because now you're vibrating from a depleted frequency, energetic vibration. You're done. You have poured and given out so much of these people, and now they've gotten all of that goldenness, and they're living on your lifespan, and you're depleted over here. Now you broke, busted, and disgusted because you try to put these folks first before you put God first and put yourself next. You must create boundaries, even in your own mind itself. When you get a thought, you tell that thought, I don't want you. That's not the truth. Bye. I don't need that man to touch on me for me to feel love. God can pour that love into my heart, into my space. The Most High can come into my life and do more than any man could. This is not an easy journey. But when I tell you the fruits of sacrificing comforts for a life that comes with like peace forever, like it comes, there's a peace. Even in chaos, I am so rooted and grounded in a peace that surpasses all understanding. No matter what's going on around me, I know that God has got me. And this is why I had to stop overgiving. I had to stop seeking validation. I had to stop doing that. You don't need to prove to anybody who you are when you are just that. That is just that, on that. You are that. Why are you trying to prove yourself, prove to the world who you are when you could just be who you are? Cultivate your own vibration, elevate yourself, pour into yourself the way you pouring into that man, pour into yourself the way you pouring into that job, pour into yourself the way you pouring into that friend, that no good, dirty, dusty friend that don't want no good for you because they are done. They're done. They are so done. A lot of these folks want what you got. They want what you got. And if you don't open your eyes, you will continue to deplete yourself. Move on out of there, baby. You got to move. You got to move your body. You got to move your environment. You got to get out of a space where you feel like people are pulling. And if you can't physically do it yet, you gonna get that spiritually. You gonna be up out of there so quick that the universe has no freaking choice but to push you out into your desired reality. Create a routine that is going to establish a sense of confidence within you. Create a routine that will heal you from the inside out. Rest. Because the trauma that has been implemented on your body from overgiving to these folks all these years, you feel it in your back, baby girl. I know you do. I know you feel it in your back. I know you feel it in your knees. I know you feel it in your hips. This goes all the way back from women. I'm speaking to my women now. Women have always had this thing placed on us to where we need to be in the house and cleaning and performing, and we can't be brightest. And this, listen, has leaked out into this world right now, even though this is feminist and all these women are masculine now and they want, give me that and throw me the whatever and I whatever. Even though that is even rooted in those thoughts of women need to perform and listen, we must drop that concept. We must be when you be, you're going to want to clean your environment. You're going to want to disinfect your environment. You're going to want to do stuff, cook and feel, you're going to want to. But you must drop all these mindsets, because even some women don't even do any of this, because there's still mindsets that there must be performance in some way. If you can perform for anybody, perform for you, baby girl. Perform for the Most High. Perform for the Most High. Do not go performing for no people no more. We uproot that thought and cast it out back to where it came from. That's not what we're doing. Nope. Establish your sense of self. Get into your workplace. You shine. You do what it is that you need to do to get your finances up. But ultimately, your vibration, once your vibration rises and stuff like that, you'll get ideas of whatever you need to do. Finances, la. Don't even worry about that. Don't even worry about it. But there's a lot of people whose finances are built on a performance-based thing. Now, that's a whole nother topic. really, I don't have time for that right now. But listen, the most important thing is you and your self-care, regaining your sense of self back. Self-care is so important for your mind. Eating right, detox your body, baby girl. This, your body is feeling everything. I know, like I said, I know your back hurting, I know your knees hurting. This goes all the way back to whoever your ancestors are and what they've done. That stuff, that is stored trauma and energy in your body. And baby girl, if you don't do what you need to do, you make a decision to heal. Do you know how many other people you healing that were before you? What an honor that is. What an honor that is. How dare you not take advantage of being in this body that others have before you? You can make the change. And why wouldn't you? How dare you miss an opportunity like that while you're here to change the trajectory of your succession? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I don't hear nothing. Hello? Look, guys, thank you so much for tuning in on Busting Out the Matrix Monday. I just want to thank the Holy Spirit, God Most High, for being present in this video, and whoever is listening on the other screen, Lord, grant them complete understanding and wisdom on the next steps and direction they must take in their life, no matter how difficult things seem around them. Let your everlasting peace and presence surround them. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week with another Busting Out the Matrix. And don't forget to what? Stay divine.